Take my Spandex Cap. And this is very large for my head. I got a small ass peanut head, so this is way too big for me. Okay, so the Spandex Cap is on. And this is what it looks like. Okay, and I'm just going to take a white pencil and outline my ears and the perimeter of my head. Okay, so my ear is here. I'm just going to mark my ear out. Then I'm going to go on the other side and do the same thing. Mark my ear out. And then from there I can do my perimeter, which we already know where that's going to be, because if your ear start right here, then it's going to be this line here. You're not going to go past the line on the cap, which is right here. And I don't even have to mark that, but I'm going to do it anyway. Okay, this is my first time trying this, so don't be bashing me and talking shit in the comments, because I'm telling you right now, I'm trying something. I'm trying something. So, yeah. Alright, once I have marked where my ears and my perimeter is on the cap, I'm just going to take it off. And, I'm going to place it on the mannequin. Okay, the cap is on the mannequin, and I'm just going to take my pen cushion and some pins and pin it down so that while I'm installing the extensions, the cap won't move. Everywhere I can put one where it would move or it wouldn't make the cap stretch, that's where I put it. Because I want the perfect install, and I just took the shit out of myself. Alright. Okay. Before I start sewing the hair to the mannequin, I want to see how big of a part I'm going to need so that I can prepare the hair and everything for that. Now we're gonna set the wig to the side. We're gonna go ahead and get started with the I'm not gonna call it a lace closure because that ain't what it is. But it is a imitation, I guess, like a DIY. I don't know. I figured out by the end of this video. But these are some queen size lady opaque tights. And this is in the color, I thought it had it on the package, but it doesn't. But it was really close to my skin tone. So I got this so that I wouldn't have to leave any hair out. And I'll explain that later on in the video. But what I'm going to do is, when you open it up, it's on a cardboard. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut this piece where the cardboard is, where it folds over. I'm going to cut the, what is this, like the foot part. So I'm just going to cut that off. And this is the part that I'm going to be using for my part, because I think like that is enough. Yeah, it just fills up that space just enough. So I'm going to cut that off like so. Just like that. And then we got the rest of this to use for later. if this turns out right. Okay, so you're going to take that and stretch it out a little bit. Stretch it out, stretch it out. And then you're going to set that down and get your, excuse me, weaving hairnet sheet. You're going to take that out and measure it to be about the same size. Yeah, that's it. About the same size as the stocking. So, okay, hopefully you can see that. If not, then I will try to do another detailed video. Alright, so I'm just going to take the stocking cap that well, it's not stocking cap, it is stockings, leggings. I'm going to take that, and I'm going to take the hairnet. And in order to keep it in place, I'm going to use my pins. But first, I'm going to line it up and make sure that it's cut even. Line it up and make sure that it's cut even across so that, I don't know, I just like straight lines. Okay, I'm lining it up and leaving space outside of it so that I will have room. I don't know why, but I'm just going to do that for safety purposes. Right now, I'm just going to take a picture of that, and then I'm going to come back and show you guys how to do the rest of it. Okay, guys, so once you finish, this is what you're going to have. This is what your base will look like. As you can see, you can put your hand in this. I don't want it like that. I want to go and cut one of these sides off. So I'm just going to cut down each side. And this is a lot of work, but I'd rather do this than to pay $300 for lace fronts and shit like that. Like, I'm just trying something. I can try something. Alright, so I have one side open. Now I just want to go in and cut the other side the same way. Alright, so now both sides are cut, and you should have something that looks about like this. Now all you have to do is just stretch it a little bit, pull it down, and then pull it to the sides. And now you're just going to cut along the sewed line, cut along this line, cut it in half. Okay, now that you're done cutting the part in the middle, you have two separate pieces. And there is like a rigid edge left. Try not to get the one that has the rigid edge on it. But if you do have some rigid left on it, just snip it off. And then we'll get ready to start preparing the, what am I going to call it? The DIY closure. It ain't no lace closure. It's just a legging closure. Alright, so now this is what we got. One piece of legging, one piece of mesh, and it's all both cut out to the shape of the size that we're going to be leaving out. Now, I should have plugged up this glue gun when I was under that hair dryer, but I forgot. So I'm just going to let this let this heat up. And then I'll be back to show you guys how to attach the legging to the mesh. And then we're going to start with the hair. I'll be back. Okay, guys, before we glue anything down, what you want to do is take a plastic bag. And I'm just experimenting. So, like I said, I'm trying stuff. So, cut this plastic bag. Just cut a piece of the plastic bag off. Because I don't want to get any glue on anything. And I'm just going to fold this in half so that it'll be doubled. Like that. Right, if you guys can see this, I hope you can see it. Now I'm taking the mesh, taking the net and laying it down. getting ready to glue. Take your legging and stretch it. Stretch it both ways. Stretch it, stretch it, stretch it, stretch it. And I'm just going to lay it on top of the net. Make sure that it's flat. And once I have it placed where I want it, then I'm just going to go in and start gluing it down with my glue gun. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to glue each corner before I glue it in a line or whatever. I'm going to glue each corner down. And then I'm just going to go in and from the side and put the glue in. Alright, gluing down the first corner. Just going to put a little on the legging. I'm going to go ahead and do the opposite side. And now I'm going to do the other corner. Just going to flip it around because it's probably stuck to the paper, to the plastic. And then the last corner. And it don't take a lot of glue, just a little dab goes a long way. Okay, guys, once you have the piece all glued down, it's still going to look like this. You're just going to go in and cut off the excess around the legging. Once you're done with that, you're going to start applying your extensions in a U shape. This is the first piece, the second piece, third piece, fourth piece, fifth piece, and finally the last piece that I applied in the U shape. After this, I'll start to apply the extensions the opposite way. This is called the flip over method. Okay, guys, for this next part, what I've done is I've taken the track and I've glued it on the opposite side, not the side that the weft usually goes on, but the opposite side. And I have also glued it opposite from the way that I was doing it. So this piece is going to go on that side. If you can see, once I'm done, that piece will go to this side, and I'll flat iron it over. And then once I'm done with this side over here, I'm gonna go in on this side over here where the legging is, and I'm gonna glue tracks the opposite way of this piece. I'll come back in and show you guys a picture of each piece. Alright. So I'm gonna try to show you guys what I did on the opposite side. Okay. So with the tracks that I put on before, I had them laying this way. But now to do the opposite side, I'm just going to go in this way and turn the track on the opposite side like that. And then I'm just going to glue it down, glue it down, glue it down. And then I'm going to flip it over, like that. Flip it over. And then we can go from there. All right. Okay, the track is glued down the opposite way. And I'm just going to take my comb and separate the hair, flip it to the other side. Melt it down with the flat iron. Since I only have one hand, I have to do that and then I'll be back. Okay, I don't know. Well, yeah, you can see it. Alright, so I'm just taking my flat iron and pressing up against the hair that I had placed the opposite way, so that it will lay down once I put it on or whatever. I can't hold the camera steady because I'm trying to do two things, but I'm just gently placing a flat iron on it. Okay, and I'm just gonna do the same thing all the way around once I finish it. But this is basically what I got, and so far so good. So yeah. Okay, I want to go ahead and clean this up so that I can glue it properly. I don't want to get glue on the hair and then I have to take it off and shit like that. So I'm just gonna go in and snip these edges that are sticking out. Alright, I'll be back once I finish the next side. Okay guys, I'm back. This is what the closure looks like, and I think I am finished. What I have to do is go in and part it in the middle and clean it up, but I'm going to clean it up and then I'll show you guys how that looks, and then I will be back. It turned out pretty good. Once I clean it up, you'll be able to see like the part or whatever. So like I said, I'm going to clean it up now and then I'll be back. Alright. Alright, y'all, so I'm finally done with this closure, and it turned out okay, I guess. Once we put it on the wig, we'll see what it turned out like. Alright, now it's time to take the plastic off of the unit, off of the legging piece, because I can't call it a lace front piece. It is not a lace front piece. But taking the plastic off, and we're gonna go in with the flat iron, and press the piece down some more so that it'll lay flat onto the wig. Alright, here goes. This damn plastic on my flat iron. Alright guys, so here's my closure. And I think it turned out pretty good. Alright, now we can move on from this step. Thank God, because I've been on that shit all day. Okay guys, so this is going to conclude the second part of this video tutorial. I'm going to go ahead and start with the next part 3, which is going to be making the wig. So if you're ready, let's go ahead and watch the next video.